on Facebook. We are doing the content kitchen. So we're here in my kitchen where we're going to prepare a quick meal, and we'll show you guys how you can also do some of this stuff. Um, and the reason why I'm doing this, I'm not a culinary artist, but I do know how to cook very well. And I am a content creator. So I want to have conversations with business owners around cooking. So we'll come in the content kitchen with the content cook, me, and we will cook up a meal on live while we discuss business, because money conversations happen around the dinner table. If I look like I'm a little cross-eyed, it is because I am cooking while I'm going live on multiple devices simultaneously. Shout out to Archon Mount. We use them for some of our live streaming capacity so that we can mount these devices and have it be a professional scope where it's a professional scope or a professional live where it's not shaky. I want to know how y'all doing. So talk to me, share this out. We want to make sure that we reach people. We're not just talking about business. We're going to talk about healthy eating, clean eating, all of that stuff. So let me just tell you guys how I started this off before we went on live. So I soaked these vegetables in some vinegar, as well as, see, this is the vinegar that I use, you guys. And I got to give me some more because I used the last of it. I put that in my water. I always puncture a lemon and just squeeze a little bit of the lemon juice in there. This lemon juice and vinegar is a great way to clean off your vegetables. Okay. And so I have my water over there boiling. I'm going to show you guys the seasoning base that I start with. Okay. You could cut these up relatively quickly. I like to cut the ends off of my carrots normally, but I won't do that this time. They've been soaking for a while, so they're nice and clean, but I don't necessarily have to peel the carrots as I usually do, okay? So we're going to rinse it after this because we want to get the citrus and the vinegar on there, because I cleaned it in what I call a food bleach. A food bleach is the vinegar and the lemon mixture with the water to clean it. Okay. And now we're going to go over to our seasoning, which is part of my favorite part to talk about, the seasoning. Because the seasoning is what really brings out the smell. I can smell my food while it's cooking and know if it needs to have some seasonings added to it, because I can smell the combustion of flavors. Okay, so I cut all that down except for this little one celery stick. Let me do that, and then let's move on to my favorite part. Then I'm gonna cut up these bell peppers. As many of you know who follow me, and some of you all who may be new don't know, I actually stopped eating meat in May. Stopped eating meat in May, and because the celery is stringy, sometimes I will peel it before I cut it up in pieces. So I'll take that little stringy part off, but I didn't do that because this is really like a basic soup that I'm doing. I'm not using potatoes, I'm using noodles. So I'm gonna let that sit. And let's talk about seasoning. Now I'm gonna wash my hands again before I move. Dawn is not sponsoring this, but shout out to the antibacterial, because we need that right about now with the corona going on. We just have to wash our hands even more than we used to. So with every other step I take, I'm gonna wash my hands and rewash them again. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about these seasonings. First off, I want to talk about this right here, because it's the first thing I'm gonna do. This Knorr chicken bouillon cubes. Chicken bouillon cubes. And they not a sponsor either, but I'm gonna have to start talking to some of these people, see what's going on with it. Now, this is the cube, okay? You can use this. That comes as chicken bouillon cube, beef bouillon cube, vegetable bouillon cube. I'm using vegetable. I've been, I won't say without meat, I will say I've been pescatarian, because I still eat salmon and some shrimp and crab leg. It's almost been a year, you guys. I'm really proud of myself. Now, if I could get down off of these sweets, I stopped eating meat, but I keep eating these sweets. Okay, so if you're wondering why, you haven't seen a noticeable change, it's because I keep eating the sweets. Okay, now I'm only using half of this, so I cut it in half. And I'm gonna drop that into my water. That's gonna dissolve in the water, right? And so now I just need to make sure that I cut up my other little stuff that I'm adding now. This pepper, I'm gonna cut up this and add a few slices of this pepper. But if you cooking this for the kids because they home from school, you might want to be mindful of how much pepper you putting in there. Okay. So I'm just gonna put, yeah, this jalapeno pepper, fresh. So we just gonna do maybe 5, 6, 7 of those, make it a little spicy.
Do not touch your eyes after using this.
Yes.
Please, you will be in pain.
My baby actually likes a little spicy sometimes, so I'm gonna put that in there for him. These bell peppers, I'm gonna cut them up the long way and then cut them the short way. So bell peppers are usually on sale for 99 cents. I don't know why, but the red ones and the yellow ones are more expensive than the green ones. Red ones and the yellow ones and the orange ones are usually a little bit more expensive, but you can usually find the bell peppers for 99 cents. And while we're on that, you do have to shop around to be able to eat healthy on a budget. Morningstar are some products that I use to just keep me from the meat temptations. I like to fry vegetables. Oh, I just dropped one of the peppers in there. I like to fry vegetables when I want meat. So cauliflower, okra, fried green tomatoes. That's what I do when I want something fried or I have a little taste for meat. Just fry up the vegetables, So that's pretty good for that. We don't need a whole lot of bell pepper. Then we're gonna get us some onion. Wish I had my other knife, but I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out with this. I see we got a couple of people on YouTube. We're growing our following on YouTube. So if you go to bit.ly/2Andrea's YouTube, that's all caps, you will be able to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I will be giving y'all a little bit more raw content on the YouTube than I'm able to provide you all with here because YouTube is where I can let my head down a little bit, So follow me over there for The Real with Andrea. That might be something we don't need. The Real with Andrea. That sounds like something they need to know. The Real with Andrea, okay? Facebook don't allow me to be all the way raw sometimes, but that's okay. I'm gonna let my head down on YouTube. Y'all follow me for the party over there. So, and I don't even feel like crying. That's how you know I'm cooking for real. So now I be cutting onions all the time. I don't even feel like crying anymore. So we got that little bit in the mix. Then we got this Campbell's soup. I always use the name brands because I feel like it just makes it taste better. That's what I'm used to. My grandma uses name brands. We don't use the generic, so that's what I'm using. I'm going to use the cream of mushroom, which is going to help me to give it some texture so it's not as watery, but it's more creamy based. So, but I'm not going to add that in right now. It's smoking, so it's ready for me to put some stuff in. I usually start off with the vegetables. I put the vegetables. Now the onions are irritating me. After I said some of that. So I usually start off with the vegetables, you guys. Okay, so let me rinse that out. Because I don't want that vinegar and lemon to go in my food, in my pot. So I just kind of rinse it again. So how I'm going to do this to make it most quick. Oh, wait. There we go. I guess we should cut the onions before we go live, right? So I'm not on here crying like this, right? So we can get all that water out of those vegetables. So there we go. Okay. All right, that's all. Okay. So now we can just simply toss this over. Okay. We'll put this in here. I know that you're coming over, so I'll wait. You gotta follow me. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna put those vegetables all up into that. Okay. We're gonna let them. Now, if you notice, I didn't put a lot of water in there. It's not a whole lot of water in there, y'all. And the reason why it's not a lot of water is because I don't want to take away from the flavor or the seasonings that all these vegetables and these savory blends are gonna add in there for me. That water will dilute it. And the vegetables make their own water, so we don't need a lot of water. Now, some people like to cook the noodles in there with the vegetables. I cook the noodles separate and add them in. I let the vegetables kind of mingle on their own. I add in those onions and bell peppers and like jalapenos more towards the end after the first set of vegetables. I add in a bay leaf. Just one bay leaf is enough. You don't need a whole lot of bay leaves. So they're pretty powerful. And I add in a little chicken bouillon, even though I know, I'm pescatarian. I still use a little chicken bouillon. Add it on with my vegetable bouillon. Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I use Mrs. Dash, right? Now, this is a seasoning that I'm a fan of. You guys may be familiar with it or not. I'm sorry, YouTube. I got my back towards you guys. Let me turn around so I can show y'all some love too. I like to use this Slap Yo Mamas, okay? I don't know if this is black on, but I need to find out if Slap Yo Mamas is black on because I've been using that stuff. I've been putting that ish on everything. I said ish, y'all. Don't get in a bunch about it. Then I got this Adobo by Goyo. I'm trying to get Goyo. Adobo. There it is. Goya. All-purpose season. I like Goya. And I want them to work with me on some hashtag Goya. Okay. I also have this that you may be familiar with. I'm big on the seasoning. This Szechuan. So she know how to say it. Szechuan.
Another Goya product.
Another Goya product. They need to work with us.
What's your thing?
Danielle then broke out her Spanish on me. Mamacita, ay. Your comida es muy caliente y muy delicioso. My food is very hot and very good. Just like me. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. So I'm gonna put a little Goya in there. I had shook it up before I sprinkled it, so I got it on there.
Yeah, so what's on the menu? So we have vegetable soup with noodles.
Yes.
On the menu today.
This is a vegetable
She
soup.
went Wiley asked what's on the menu. She said, yes, slap your mama.
Yeah. Oh, that's Tibiana with Pearl Boots.
Yes, in the building. Amazing fragrance.
Yeah. Yes. That's my West Side connection right there. She got the West Side connection.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's Pearl Bougie, baby.
She's fabulous.
She is my West Side connection. Now we gonna still put some garlic salt in here. I do garlic powder sometimes, and I make it as salty, but I like the garlic salt too. I still put a little onion powder in it as well, even though we add our natural onion. I mean, our raw onion, not our powder, but our actual onion. I'm still gonna add a little more onion powder. Sometimes I use a little accent, but it's already enough salt in there, so I'm not gonna use the accent this time. I got enough seasonings, and all of that is in there cooking nicely. I just let it simmer, and I put a little plate over it so that the stuff is forced back down. Something about this just going up like this, I think it's escaping my flavor. So I have to put a plate on it, okay? Because I don't have a top for that pot. So I put a pretty plate on it, okay?
Yes.
Now,
hashtag pretty plates matter.
Pretty plates matter. Yes, I love some pretty plates. Y'all, little sets like this, little teacups.
Yes, fun.
I love that. I love that kind of stuff.
Make sure you guys follow Andrea on Instagram at Andrea is the plug.
Yes, Andrea is the plug. So this is my favorite cutting board, you guys. You know, I love vintage stuff. I love rare finds. Shout out to Vintage Nord Genevieve for the summer relaunch. This cutting board is super special to me because it's small, but it's definitely got some weight on it. It's a quality product. It's not flimsy. And I can cut up anything on it without damaging it.
It's marble. Like, what marble is it?
and I got it from a thrift store for like $10 or something. Y'all know I'm thrifting. Shout out to the Sassy Thrifters community.
Yes.
And so, if y'all have any questions, let me know. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hold off on a minute and adding this because this doesn't take that long to get done. And I like the vegetables to still have a little crunch to them. So we'll just sit this to the side. I can start another pot where we do the noodles, right? And then we'll work on this right here. This right here, if we just gonna thin it out and add maybe half of it. We're not gonna even add all of it because you don't want it too creamy, but you don't want it to have too less cream and then it's too watery. You really have to hit the right texture with the soup. And so you want to make sure that it's the right middle, the right balance between being creamy and being watery. Okay. So we got all our seasonings, we got all our vegetables. Let me just move towards showing you what noodles I use. So here are my noodles. Shout out to Nicole Cleaning. They come help me keep everything organized with these cabinets and stuff. She's gonna be coming soon. I had a couple of clients whose birthdays were around this time, so she's been servicing my clients with their perks package. So these are the noodles that I usually use. Now y'all can't show my feet. I don't have no pedicure. I need to make sure pedicure. Yeah, shout out to Lisa Williams. Shout out to Monica Abernathy at Apollo's Work. Shout out to Yadela Nails over there on 75th off of King Drive doing her thing. Beautiful Sisters Nail Spa off of 60-something Stony Shine Nail Spa in the South Loop. Y'all need to get with them black-owned nail techs. I'm talking about go where they gonna treat you, not beat you.
Yes,
go where they gonna treat you and not beat you. Now, okay, let me find out what I done with all my pots and things. Okay, so I'm storing some of my dishes in the stove, like grandmama used to do. Grandma used to store them dishes up in the stove, okay, and keep it moving. So this is what we're gonna do. We are going to go ahead and just put some of these noodles in and have them going while the vegetables going. And while that's all cooking, I'm gonna just chat with y'all for a moment. Let it all cook. Like water in here. Yeah. I actually saw when I was in South Africa, this girl was trying to cook when I was studying about. She was trying to cook, and that baby put them noodles in there in that dry skillet and thought she was doing something. I said, "Oh, child, no." I said, "Lord, have mercy. This woman don't know what she doing." I was scared to sleep. I'm like, "Baby, don't you try to." I'm not gonna put all the noodles in here because I don't need all of them. Scoop that down. Oh, okay. Yeah, we go. So it may be a time for me to get a new skillet because I didn't roll this one out. This is the Cuisinart. It's a really nice skillet, but I didn't use it. Just use it. You know, just use it up. Use me until you can't use me no more. Okay. I'm really not used to these stoves, you guys, where the fire don't show. But you know, that's what they got in here, and I like it, so I'm trying to get used to it.
Quick safety tip: whenever you're cooking on the stove, make sure to remove all the plastic off the stove.
Oh, that was for me. Oh, that was for the people.
Period.
Oh, that wasn't for me. I'm a professional. I'm a professional. My grandma taught me from the South. Okay.
That's period.
But she have all kind of stuff on that stove, and she thank you, Jesus, she ain't got no house fire. She have all kind of stuff on that stove, and she move it around and all of that thing there, and she don't never measure nothing. Or you know, people was asking me when I was cooking because I had to end up cooking for that group in South Africa because most of them young women couldn't cook. Mm. You know, we was in college. We was 20 years old and they can't cook.
You know. Actually, I think we should leave the South African stories more for the YouTube page.
Oh, she loved YouTube. She loved YouTube. But I it's so okay. I said we go back to the U.S. Mm-hmm. We come back to the U.S. Well, they wasn't cooking all the way in the U.S. too because at Dillard there was a lot of girls who couldn't cook, and I became the cook on the floor, making the best tuna you ever had. I take a can of tuna and show you what to do with it. Okay, just have you a little mayonnaise and a little mustard, and put your little relish in there. You want to cut you up a little egg, you can do that too. But tunas are all these things that keep you right now. Let me just break it down for you because we're gonna get off in about 5 minutes, right? But the staples that you need right now are the bag of potatoes, the box of rice, a bag of noodles if you like pasta, okay? And you want to make sure that you have some cans of tuna and some cans of chicken. Okay, chicken in the can to get you back, because you can make some chicken salad when you get tired of the tuna salad. Okay, you make you some chicken salad. And you put the chicken salad on top of a salad, you know. So it's just a lot of things you can do when you have the right tools to work with. So these noodles is gonna take a while. I like to add a little salt to my noodles just so they don't stick together. Okay, and I cook them separate from the vegetables, adding them into the vegetables. Like
She got the slap your mama on the noodles too.
yeah, put the slap your mama on the noodles. Let that cook down, turn that up a little higher. Okay. Now our vegetables is cooking pretty fast. I'm gonna turn them down, then I'm gonna add the other vegetables.
Let's see how they're looking.
Let me go ahead with this. Okay. It's smelling good.
Ooh, it's smelling good. Look at that, you guys. See? So the vegetable, just that basil, just looking all yummy.
Yeah, basil. We got slap your mamas. We got black pepper. We got onions. We got broccoli, carrots, a little jalapeno. I think we actually got too many jalapenos. Let me take some of that out. So I don't want to have my mouth on fast. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna just put that all in there. Okay, and I put that in there. So clean that. And just start to add that on in there. So we're still not ready to add in the cream, the cream of mushroom. And I add in cream cheese with mine as well. Cream cheese is good to make things creamy. So when I add in the cream of mushroom, I'll add in some cream cheese as well. So let me just do this. Put that back in there. Let that cook. Okay, and I got my noodles cooking. And so once I get done and I plate it up, maybe put a little biscuit on the side, maybe a little cornbread. See, that's why I can't lose this little stomach, because I always want to put a little cornbread on the side. You know, shout out to Jiffy, but I do make my own cornbread because my grandma told me a woman got to have her own bread, okay, in more ways than one. Ooh, so I do make the Jiffy, but I also make my own cornbread. And when I make my own cornbread, I use Martha White because it don't have pork in it. Jiffy has pork in it. But when I want to go scratch, because I add some stuff to the Martha White, when I want to go scratch, I use the whole wheat, and then I add in some of the yellow cornmeal, and that's how I make my cornbread from scratch. We're gonna have to do a video on that whole separate, because it takes some time to get the dough right for the peach cobbler, and it takes some time to get the cornbread right to go on the side of the greens and the soup. But it's totally doable. You just got to test that thing on out, because I don't measure stuff, and that's part of the challenge that we have with the content cookers. We want to put the recipes on the blog and put it out there on the website that's going to launch. But I don't measure nothing. So I really have to go through the recipes again and see how much of this, how much of that. Because grandma just sprinkled that to the ancestors, tell her to stop, you know, and I just picked up that from her. Y'all know she used to come on live with me, but she thinks Facebook is evil. So she stopped doing that with me. But I'm going to keep on going without it, because this content needs to be delivered from the content kitchen. Oh, got my back towards y'all again. Y'all right there. Okay. So we live on multiple things, if I haven't said so before. So if it looks like I'm spinning and I'm looking here and there, it's because we're live on multiple things at the same time, which is further proof that you can be digitally everywhere. Even when the quarantine thing is going on, you could monetize in your own home, create content in your own home, connect with your audience in your own home. Show them what you got. Show them your product, show them your skill set. It don't always have to be about what you do exactly, but you can find a way to blend in content into your everyday life, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and get off. I just wanted to share with you all the basics of the foundational stuff of preparing a vegetable soup that can last you a few days, to feed the kids, to feed yourself. You don't have to cook dinner. If you cook this earlier in the day, you can stretch it. So it's just a really good meal, and I'll take a picture of it and post about it afterwards. But definitely continue to follow the movements, you guys. The Content Cook is just one of our series. We are expediting bringing out 2 of our series that we had planned for May. We're bringing them out now because now's the time to really drive home with quality content, information that people can use to grow their business and improve their quality of life. That's what I'm here to do. Grow your business with good information, help you with your spicy marketing, and help you to get more visibility. And so my name is Andrea Thompson. I broadcast and scope about all things relative to money, mindset, and motivation. with the overarching theme of entrepreneurship. Okay, I want you guys to follow me, stay in tune with the movement, coming to you with information you can use. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is our new schedule. You want to follow me on IG at Andrea is the plug. And let's get it popping on YouTube, where I come in a little more real, a little more raw, and let my hair down. That's bit.ly/2 Andrea on YouTube, all caps. You can find me there as well as IG. Thank you so much for taking some time to tune in and spend it with me. I certainly don't take it for granted. I appreciate it. Have an amazing, positive, and productive day. Don't let what's happening in the world around you get you down. You can persist. You can be relentless with this marketing, with this content. Drive the message home. Continue to create marketing moves, y'all. I will see you guys soon on another live stream coming to you in the near future. See y'all later. Bye.
Everybody probably do.
I don't know why they called me.
Like, wow.